I love volunteering at Lancashire Women. It gives me just lots of joy. I really enjoy meeting lots of different women coming in for lots of different reasons. When I started at Lancashire Women with volunteering, I was on the reception, and I saw every single woman, when I was on the desk coming in, and just meeting that woman where she's at and trying to support her in the best way. It's a bit of a privilege, really, because a lot of women who come into the centre are quite vulnerable and a bit lost sometimes, so being able to kind of direct them, guide them, and also with the backing of Lancashire Women, it's not just me, to be able to signpost them to a lot of the wonderful things that Lancashire Women do is fun. I enjoy it, and yeah, it's really enjoyable. Yeah. So at the moment I'm working with Jill on the WorkFit programme. So we work with women of all ages and stages to help them to get into employment or reach their employment goals. So some women might be have been out of work because they've had a family and just want to sort of get some training to get a different job or things like that. So signing them up to the WorkFit programme and going through all the paperwork and the sort of boring bit. But after that, we can sort of work on helping them to realise their potential. And so that just looks like working through a really helpful tool called the WorkStar, which helps them to look at each aspect of their life and sort of see where their gifts lie, and also to maybe step back and think, well, actually, what do I want to do? I know what I can do, I know what I've done in the past, but to sort of help them to do a bit of searching as to sort of what they would prefer to do, and then help them to see that that is possible, and then help them to get there, which is, it's really exciting. I always get quite giddy when it's just a bit embarrassing sometimes. I have to sort of rein it in, but they are like wonderful women who come to us, and to be able to be part of their journey is really something that I'm passionate about. So I first came to Lancashire Women and I'm going to get emotional now, as a client, because I got postnatal depression after having our second child, and struggled with depression and anxiety for 10 years before I came as a client here, self-referred as suggested by my GP, and it's honestly the best thing that has happened to me. Hand on heart, it's my therapist was just amazing, and it's part of her prompting that made me think, it would be good to volunteer and sort of give back, because she's, her therapy was so valuable to me. To be able to give back to Lancashire Women is my way of sort of saying thank you for what you've done for me. Lancashire Women empower and inspire people to become who they want to be and who they can be. What's different about me now, since coming to Lancashire Women as a client first, is that I feel mentally well for the first time in a long time, because of the really good therapy that I got here. And I feel a lot more confident as a person because of the volunteering that I do here, because it's made me realise that I do have skills to use as a person, and I enjoy helping people to see that for themselves as well. I would tell everybody to come to Lancashire Women. Women in Accrington and places where there's a Lancashire Women's Centre are very blessed to have such a wonderful organisation so close to hand, because there's just so much that Lancashire women do, and there's not just one thing that, one size for everybody. There's lots of different possibilities and there's something for everybody. So whether you feel like you need help or not, there's something that Lancashire Women has got for you, and come to Lancashire Women. Thank you to the people who have donated to Lancashire Women. I don't think there's enough words really to say thank you enough, because your donation is basically giving people's lives back. So emotionally, I feel so much more resilient because of the support that I've been provided through, and that I've gained through volunteering at Lancashire Women. So to those people who donate, just thank you and keep donating.